Hey, Aquarius. Mel, Intuitive Soul Coach here. Excited to bring to you your 2025 yearly reading. Welcome back if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Aquarius, grab your favorite beverage, grab a pen and paper, cozy on in because we are about to get deep. We're going to look at your monthly forecast, starting off here with your overall energies and overall theme for 2025. You have career. All right, so career could be a big energy for you in 2025. And for those of you that may be retired, this is about side hustles and advancement here. There could be some big changes around money and investments. So career is a centralized energy in 2025. So let's start off with January here. You have the action card. This is also the start of your season, Aquarius. So there's a lot of momentum and a lot of energy building up. This is about feeling good, feeling fit. It's the feeling of wanting 2025 to be your best year yet. So I feel like there's a lot of momentum, a lot of energy, and a lot of action that is backing you up this month. And you're really setting the groundwork for the rest of the year in January. So whatever seeds you are planting, whatever ideas that you have, whatever inspirations and aspirations and goals that you're setting into motion, I feel like you will have the consistency and the dedication to stick to it. And that can be very difficult. That's very challenging at times because we have these big dreams in January, and then February and March roll around and we kind of fall off the wagon sometimes. But I feel like this year, this momentum stays with you. So yes, there's going to be times where you're not as motivated, but I actually feel like those unmotivated times are going to be times that you're really resting and taking care of yourself and going inward and reflecting. And that is healing. That is going to be a very good thing to help you prepare for that next action step. So this is a really great energy to have starting off your new year. But let's clarify, why is action showing up here for Aquarius? Could be a very busy month for you. You may have a lot going on. We're starting off here with the Three of Cups. For some of you, there are celebrations this month. Three of Cups is the card of, community, connection, maybe even signing up for that gym membership or traveling with friends or with family. We have here the World. There's the card of travel. You also have the Six of Swords, another card of travel. So we're seeing that the world is your oyster here. Okay, this is about you expanding, and that's what Aquarian energy is all about. I'm an Aquarius moon, and it's really about, big picture thinking and seeing the big picture of things, being able to expand consciousness, and the world here is a new beginning. So there's definitely a graduation happening here for you. And I feel like there's a lot of celebrations, Aquarius, and you're moving on to calmer waters in 2025. And some of you, if it's been difficult in your financial sector of your life or in your career, or if you've really wanted your business or your skill set to take off, I really feel like this is the year that happens. Now, Six of Swords says you may have gone through the prior year and it may have been messy, okay? Because the world can be wrapping up the year prior. And I feel like the Six of Swords is saying, thank goodness I'm leaving that Five of Swords behind. So Aquarius, if you've dealt with maybe people taking advantage of you, or if you dealt with any sort of manipulation or, conflict that was was a battle of the egos. It may have even been dominance or control or resentments. The Five of Swords is not a fun energy to be in. It's definitely a win at all costs mentality, but really no one wins. And I feel like you may have been dealing with someone in particular in 2024 that you're glad to kind of get away from it. You're glad that you've learned the lessons, but you're ready for a fresh new start. And you see that the wool and the water here represented by the sheep, it almost feels like you're taking some of those lessons and you're applying them. So wisdom, I mean, that's what lessons applied are, is wisdom. And you see that, excuse me, that the sheep is taking its wool and he's creating a blanket out of it. So this may have to do with your stability. It's like you're shedding an old skin and you're using the past lessons to create a deeper sense of stability around you. And water is showing up here, right, with the wool and water. So you're using your brain as well as your heart. So you're using the resources that you have basically to turn, the lemons into lemonade. So clink your cups together. There is a massive celebration here with the Three of Cups. This is a social event. This could be the news of a birth or a job or a holiday. It could even be passing a test or, feeling happy because there's some sort of abundance happening for you. And I mean, you're in it. You're ready. You're saying, bring it on, world. Bring it on, 2025, because this is going to be a very powerful year for you. Now, Aquarius, February, you have adventure. This is beautiful. Look at that. Exciting times ahead. This is the card of, new opportunities, spiritual quest, world travel. There may even be something with fame or, international reach. Maybe even visiting family or visiting friends. Some of you could be booking a trip in the month of February, or you're contemplating making a big move. Let's clarify what's going on here for Aquarius in the month of February. All right, we have the Seven of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Knight of Pentacles. So something that you've put on pause, maybe due to needing to get honest about circumstances or situations first. It feels like there may have been some priorities, or maybe there was a lot going on and you had to put something off. I just feel like you had to get honest with yourself about your healing or your responsibilities, and it may have taken a little bit. Some of you may have had to put this off for whatever reason. And I also see you doing some deep-seated healing around betrayal, around some sort of maybe even denial, because the Seven of Swords is showing up here in reverse, and this is about healing from deception. And Five of Wands is like too many cooks in the kitchen, or too much competition, too much drama. And I feel like that's what you're moving away from. But for whatever reason, it feels like you were stuck in that. You were stuck in some sort of cycle that, was slow to get out of. And this is the month where you're liberating yourself. It just feels like, and I'm not moving slowly anymore. There's a sense of excitement. Look at this Knight of Pentacles. Yes, he's the slowest moving knight. He's walking with a walking stick there. He looks like he's 105 years old. But when you look at his face is filled with excitement and enthusiasm. He has a very young looking face, and it feels like there's energy, momentum building up. So some of you are very exhausted. Something may have felt like it aged you, okay? But I feel like you're some fine cheddar here, Aquarius. It's like aging like some good cheese. And I feel like now you're moving forward and getting out of a stuck cycle. That's why there's exciting times ahead. Some of you may really like cheese as well, okay? Or maybe you like aged cheese or aged cheddar. Let's take a look at March, rolling into March, you have the Strength card. This is all about perseverance and overcoming obstacles. It's also the energy of fitness. Strength is one of my favorite cards. When it comes to strength in the tarot deck, strength is all about overcoming difficulty, but it's not overcoming it by running away from it. It's not overcoming it by dropping into that fight or flight, right? Or self-doubting. It's overcoming fears by facing them. And it's through facing fears that really allows our souls to advance and to grow and to evolve, for us to, mature and find compassion and strength within ourselves. And you may have gone through some situations in the past that you did fight or flight from, you did want to numb out to, or perhaps you didn't want to face. We've all been there. But I feel like the month of March here, you're patting yourself on the back because you're receiving the evidence and the proof that your perseverance has paid off. For some of you, this has to do with your health. Okay, your health. It's like you didn't give up on your dream or your health, your abundance. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the strength showing up here in the month of March? Oh, look at, you have the 8 of Swords. And who is on the 8 of Swords? The Lion, the strength. This is hope. This is courage. After a time of really feeling trapped, feeling restricted. Some of you, there was a handicap, like you weren't able to move. Maybe you weren't able to move the body very well. Maybe you were stuck in a relationship or stuck in a job, and it just felt like you were in that straitjacket. Felt like you were very much trapped and you couldn't get out of it. But the strength is coming up here saying, wait a second, I'm out of that situation now. I've released the heavy burdens. And we have the 6 of Swords showing up again, the Hanged Man, the 10 of Wands. This is all telling me that you're brave enough to step out of your comfort zone. And ease, the mind block, because this can really be mental stress, mental anxiety. You may have gone through a situation in the past that really got to your head in some way, and you started to believe in a lie. You started to believe in a story that wasn't your truth with that 7 of Swords. It wasn't the truth, or it wasn't your truth. You may have even been in denial about something. Sometimes this can be someone questioning their potential, and then they drop into that victim mentality. I see you really releasing and letting go of all of those burdens. Some of you may even have that Mr. or Mrs. Fix-It type of personality or type of energy, where you're caring and loving for everyone else, but at your own expense, right? It's detrimental to your own health. That was a lesson that you learned in 2024, and a big, hard lesson at that, because you're moving away from it here. You're getting yourself unstuck. Okay, there's the straitjacket, the Tin Man, basically. And I feel like you're oiling up those parts of yourself, just like the Tin Man. He's frozen. He's been frozen over a couple of seasons. And I feel like something is coming along here, a new adventure, an exciting new journey, and you are oiling up those parts of yourself that felt very stiff. You're moving on, 6 of Swords. Whatever you felt stuck in, this is really a huge month where you look back, and I feel like there's gratitude. You look back on how far you have come on your journey and how strong you truly are. For those of you that have dealt with something health-wise, it's been a fight is what I'm getting. It's been a battle, but I actually see you coming to the end, like you being able to recover from something here. And that's a really proud moment for you, Aquarius, a very, very proud moment. Pat yourself on the back. So Q1, January, February, and March, you're definitely feeling more confident. You're feeling more confident because you know that there are exciting times ahead, and you're not trapped. You're not stuck like you may have thought you were, maybe in the past, but there's momentum to get yourself out of something that's been a little bit sticky. All right, let's dive into Q2, April, May, and June. In the month of April, we have divine guidance. And I'm hearing the song, I forget who sings it, Montgomery, is it John Michael Montgomery? I believe there are angels among us, sent down to us from somewhere up above. It feels like there's some miracles here. It feels like there's loved ones in spirit. Perhaps the month of April could be someone's birthday. It could be a celebration of life. Perhaps someone had crossed over. I feel like this energy is connecting with you. Okay. The angels are connecting with you here. Someone in the spirit world. This is also about prayers being answered. And I see miracles for you this month. And there's definitely some assistance, some spiritual strength, maybe even resources. There could be an earth angel. An earth angel is someone that is here, that comes down. They may be here for, a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I feel like there could be an earth angel, someone in the physical material world that you see that helps you out on your path in some way. What do we have here for divine guidance? Why is this showing up for Aquarius in the month of April? And this is not an April Fool's joke. This is actually something quite profound. So pay attention. The universe may have some very important messages coming to you in the month of April. All right, we have, oh, look at that. You have the Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Ace of Wands is Glinda's wand in the Wizard of Oz. You know what Glinda's wand does, right? She manifests, right? She points to things just like those ruby red slippers, and there's magic that stems from the end of this wand. There's magic within you this month. There's a new beginning. This is the new beginning of perhaps an artistic endeavor. This is a new sense of purpose here. This is your passions and your desires. Your creativity is blossoming. This is all about invention. And I feel like you have been reinventing yourself. And it almost feels like whatever situation you had gone through in the past, because I do see for some of you, it took you a while to heal from it. It took you a while to recover from it. And some of you are still picking up the pieces, but I feel like you've moved on. Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles showing up again. And there's this sense of, all right, time has passed, but I can still live my life and enjoy the abundance and manifest love if this is love that you want, or a new beginning. You're not putting yourself on hold. You're not abandoning yourself. And I see you practicing maybe some sort of skill, maybe taking a class, or there could be information coming in about higher education. There may even be a goal that you want to learn more about. This is dedicating yourself. It's apprenticeship. It is feeling inspired and gaining knowledge. The Eight of Pentacles, I love this card because there's so much juicy illustration in it. You see that it's represented here by the Duchess cook. She's in the kitchen. She is a master chef, right? At least she's acquiring to be. We don't know her level at this time because it could be, it could be a beginner level. It could be an advanced. Wherever you are, Aquarius, when it comes to some skills that you're wanting to learn or master, I mean, you could be at beginner's level or advanced or somewhere in between. It's going to be different for everyone. But the good news is she has everything she could possibly need in front of her. She has all of the spices. She has the bread. She has the mushroom. She has the protein, any sort of delicious concoction that she wants to make. She could make something simple, or she could make a 5-course, gourmet meal. And I really love the squid, because the squid always stands out for me. If you see there at the bottom, you can barely see it. She might not even be able to see it because it's over the counter. But the squid tells me that for some of you, there's a resource that you may not have noticed, or there may be something here that you don't feel like you have access to yet, but you do, because the squid has a lot of different tentacles there. And I feel like there's resources that are yet to be discovered, but you will once you start moving things around, once you start looking, right? Once you start your recipe, it just feels like there's something beautiful coming out of, a new opportunity. And that could be that divine information that spirit is bringing you. Now you have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is highly magnetic. She is confident. She's beautiful. She's pretty inside and out. And wherever she goes, she draws in that light. She's very magnetic, hence the sunflower next to her, because she comes out with that sun. She's wearing that crown. Now, of course, the Queen of Wands, she can be very artistic, very creative in the way she dresses and the way that she creates her art, even in her relationships. She is someone who's very bold, very magnetic, and again, very witty. And I feel like this is how you're feeling when it comes to whatever you're putting your energy and effort into, because there is a new beginning. And I feel like this new beginning, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be an instant, win, but it feels like it's going to be a very successful, emotionally fulfilling one at that, okay? Because the Knight of Pentacles is here saying slow and steady, like don't rush into feeling like you just got to get to the finish line, because you're going to miss the beauty between, point A and Z, because it's not about the destination, it's about the journey. And that's a big message that spirit wants you to remember in the month of April. Mastering a craft, putting in some sort of effort, education, skill set, basically putting in that lesson or many lessons that you've learned, but applying it here and gaining even more wisdom, or taking what you've learned and maybe helping other people out in some way. Now, in the month of May, you have a new life. So this could even be a new business opportunity. It could be a move. For some of you, this is meeting someone that's going to be very pivotal in your life. I mean, this changes everything. This is like the Fool in tarot. So there's a big change coming up in the month of May, a fresh start, a rebirth, if you will. You have the Star. I'm loving this. So I'm going to look at highlight months for you as well in 2025. And I feel like this is one of those big highlight months. I get that in the beginning of January here as well, or I should say beginning of Aquarian season, which is the end of January. But you have the action card showing up. So I do feel like there's some internal things that are taking place within you in January. So that's going to be a big peak. And then, of course, this May, there's going to be huge healing, huge advancements with the Star. That's a brighter future ahead for you. That's the energy of dreams and inspirations. It's the energy of wishes granted. Some of you are leaving the past heartache and heartbreak behind you. And I feel like there is I don't want to say replacement, because it's not like you're replacing with that void, but in a way it kind of feels that way. So how do I put that? So for example, let's say you've gone through a massive heartache, a heartbreak in the past where you thought you would never love again, or it just took you a long time to really feel comfortable opening up to love again. This could be a month where that love is showing up for you as a new beginning. So you could meet someone new after a time of, going through a difficult situation. So not that person is replacing it, but it just feels like there's a void that is being filled here, but not by this person in itself. It's because you've done the healing work, and it's that vibrational energy, vibrational match coming together. Therefore, it's a puzzle piece. That's what we're going to call it. Not a void, but a puzzle piece coming together. And I feel like that's what's happening for you in the month of May, Gemini season. All right, what else do we have? And Taurus season as well, of course. Some of you, maybe there is a Gemini or a Taurus coming into your life. If this was a job loss or some sort of financial or even health issue, I feel like you're letting go. Four of Pentacles, letting go. It's showing up in reverse. You're embracing new beginnings. You may have even, I'm getting like someone's gone overboard, and I don't feel like this is you. I feel like something that you dealt with or someone that you dealt with in the past, it's like they went overboard. They may have went to the extreme, like did the max thing, or went overboard in their spending and really caused financial debt. Or it almost feels like someone showed you a side of themselves that it wasn't pretty. Or something went to the max, it went to the extreme. But again, good news is you're letting heartache go. There is a new puzzle piece coming in here, and it's a fit, it's a match where maybe that old one wasn't, and you were trying to shove that puzzle piece into a spot to make it fit, but it never truly aligns. And you know that that's not a fit, but sometimes we want something so bad that we're willing to see that it is a fit. And you're like, wait, I think that is the right fit, but it really doesn't match up. Okay, so I just see that that's what happened in the past. Let's look at June. You can see clearly now that that wasn't the best fit. You can see everything from a new perspective. This is about truth. This is about things coming to light. There's a sense of direction here that you have, and it's quite beautiful. You're not indecisive about this. You're not questioning it. You're not doubting it. You're not second guessing it. You know that this new path, this new life, this new relationship, this new home, job, whatever this new life represents for you, you know that that's the fit. Look at what we see there at the bottom of the deck. You have the Strength card. You know in your heart of hearts, even though it scares you, it's represented by the Cowardly Lion here. Even though it scares you, you know that this is where you're meant to be. I'm loving this for you, Aquarius. Let's clarify. What are we clear about? What are we getting clear about here for Aquarius in the month of June? All right, we have, oh, look at that. Four of Wands, beautiful, followed by the King of Cups. Munchkin land. This is Munchkin country. Look at all those little munchkins with smiles on their faces. You know, this is a time of happiness and celebration. It's the 11/11 energy. So this may have to do with a new home, manifesting, you know, celebrations, moving in together. This is your soul tribe. This is the card of marriage and stability and foundation. This is the energy of harmony, cooperation, and support. So you know who your people are. You know that the work that you put into something was worth it, because now you're seeing the win. And I'm also getting emotional intelligence. Either you have grown emotionally. I feel like you have, Aquarius, but this could also be someone coming into your life. A King of Cups. This King of Cups is someone who's very loving, very supportive. This is someone who's patient, someone who is kind. And now I'm getting that poem, right? Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not boast. I don't remember all of it, but some of you could even have that poem or that saying like on a wall. Maybe you have it as a tattoo, or maybe when you meet this person, they say those things to you, okay? King of Cups here, sometimes he can be emotionally distant until they build that emotional bond of trust. So just keep that in mind. That could be you. But I'm also getting here someone very happy. I mean, there's happiness all around. Look at everyone's face. There's not a frown anywhere to be seen. And if there is, you're not tapping into that energy. You're like, I am seeing things clearly, and this makes me happy. And if anyone else is not happy for me, let them theory coming up. Let them try to rain on your parade. Not happening. So a lot of really beautiful things taking effect for you in quarter two. All right, Aquarius, diving into quarter three, July, August, and September. The month of July is quite fun, quite creative. This is a really wonderful time for you to enjoy the things that you enjoy, right? Music festivals. This can be concerts, maybe going to an art museum. This could even be new talent. Some of you could be learning how to dance, or maybe you're doing some yoga in the park. You could be an artist. Maybe you're going to an event that showcases your talent, such as like sidewalk art, or, displaying your crafts at a local market, a farmer's market, or a vendor show. This is a really big month of discovery and being able to express yourself, being able to wear the things that bring you joy. This is smack dab in the dog days of summer for those of you in the northern hemisphere. So I feel like there's a lot of fun for you this July. A lot of creativity, maybe even some travel. Let's see what this looks like for you. In the month of July, we have the moon. Okay, intuition. Your intuition is really asking you to be creative, to do things that fuel your soul, and not to let any fears or illusions get in your way. This could be a really wonderful month for downtime, resting as well, because you're going to be busy. I see that there's a lot going on for you this month. And look at, we have the Fool. Beautiful. So the Fool is travel and new journeys. It's potential and it's self-discovery. So you could be discovering some things about yourself in quiet meditation. We have the Moon, the Four of Swords, and the Fool. So the Moon card is your maybe secretive side, the part that you don't always let people see, right? The dancing or the singing into the spatula while you're making cookies, or the dancing around the living room, or the certain outfit that you only wear at a certain time, right? It just feels like you're discovering a lot about yourself this month, and it feels liberating, but I feel like you're not hiding it. There's something here about not hiding who you are, because it's those parts of yourself that you hide that are the most appealing. Okay, that those parts are the most appealing. So if there is someone new, or if this is a new creative endeavor, or if this is, a new job, really allow your creative self to expand your horizons here. Now, Four of Swords says, allow yourself that renewal. Take a break. Don't run yourself dry. Don't burn the candle at both ends, because there's going to be a lot of busyness here. It's a very playful month with the Fool. But I feel like your intuition is definitely on point and guiding you to showcase your talents here. Beautiful. So the biggest thing I would say is, don't let illusions of maybe fear or shadows get in your way of really expressing yourself. Okay, that would be a big message for you this month with creativity. Don't let other people rain on your parade. We just said that. Stay in that clear mindset. Clearly stay focused on where you want to go. And if anybody comes in and threatens that, create that boundary. Set that boundary for yourself. Boundaries are an act of self-care. They're an act of self-love. Remember that. Now we have timing showing up here for you in the month of August. TikTok, waiting period, divine timing. This could be a month where maybe some sort of scheduling gets overlapped. So just be mindful of that if you tend to be busier in August. This can be about planning to get something taken care of that is a priority, but sometimes we're having fun in the summer months and we're like, nah, I'll put off that doctor's appointment, or I'll put off that tooth appointment, or that eye exam, or maybe I'll go into the doctor next month. But I feel like Spirit is saying, don't put something off this month. If it comes up in the month of August and you're not feeling right, or, maybe it's booking a session with your therapist or your favorite soul coach, right? Put that in the calendar. Otherwise, the time's going to fly by and you could miss out on something important. Spirit-wise, the timing showing up. Oh, okay. Some of you, there's going to be results. Results come in for you this month. So maybe you already have, did that exam, or you have some blood work or some health stuff, because I am getting health or nutrition potentially this month. I feel like there will be results that come in. All right, we have the Devil. Okay, so we have the Devil showing up. So like I said, if something is pressing on you in the month of August, don't wait because it could get worse, okay? I don't want anything to get worse for you. Same goes for a vehicle. Let's say you hear a bit of a ticking on your vehicle, or something is clumping, or you don't know what it is, but you're like, it's not that bad. It reminds me of the buzz of a refrigerator. We don't often hear that buzz because it just becomes, our everyday refrigerator buzz, and we tend to kind of drown it out in the background. You don't even realize that your refrigerator is buzzing until, it gets real loud and it's in your face. We don't want that to happen. We want to pay attention to something now. That's why the devil is showing up. Now you have the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, it did show up in reverse here. So this can be establishing healthy boundaries. Try not to overgive, overdo it, overcompensate. And this also has to do with, your eating habits. Try not to overdo it with the devil. That can be addiction. So, over consuming foods or alcohols or sugars, which can be easy to do in the summer months for those of you here in the Northern Hemisphere. But even in, the winter, that can be maybe at times like wanting to hunker down and feel very cozy and just not pay tons of attention to your fitness or your diet. I feel like that's coming up for you in the month of August. All right, let's take a look at September. We have Animal Kingdom. For some of you, this could be, maybe that's part of what you need to get on the schedule. Maybe it's a vet appointment or some grooming, or get, an animal checked out. Maybe you're going to an animal shelter and being put on some sort of a list here because maybe you're going to adopt a pet in the month here of September. This is an emotional support pet. It can be unconditional love for life, for pets, for animals. There's a sense of companionship coming in for you this month. Whenever I get this Animal Kingdom card, yes, this certainly can be around your own pets, but this can also be pets in nature. So you could be receiving signs. Maybe you hear that owl hooting. There was a time last summer that I would be out on the paddleboard, in the middle of the lake, in the middle of the day, and an owl would hoot in the daytime. Every time I would go out there, it'd be a different day. And that owl was very symbolic for me at that time in my life. So pay attention, Aquarius, to the messages through the Animal Kingdom that's coming in for you in the month of September. Spirit, what does this mean here for Aquarius? I'm also getting like gecko, lizard, iguana, bearded dragon. Some of you, maybe you have that animal, or you could live in a place where those animals are more pronounced. I'm getting that energy here as well. And how interesting. You actually have the Five of Cups and it shows the mock turtle. So maybe this is a tortoise or a turtle as well. Let's take a look. What does this mean here, please, for Aquarius, Animal Kingdom? Or a pig. We see a little swine here on the Queen of Pentacles. And we have the rabbit, Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. This is good. Whatever is showing up in the month of September, this has to do with abundance, maybe even multiplying with the rabbits, because rabbits multiply. They're a good luck fortune. The lucky rabbit's foot, right? And look at what we see here, Aquarius. You have timing in the month prior, in August, and we see the white rabbit on the Wheel of Fortune holding that same exact watch. So it almost feels like something in August is going to manifest for you in the month of September. Okay. Those 2 months are heavily connected. So August lapping into September, or some sort of results show up in September or vice versa. But it tells me that this is a good thing. This is a good thing here because destiny stepping in. This is fate. This is luck. This is a renewal. And it's showing up with the Queen of Pentacles in the upright. So this is your hard work paying off in the material world and regarding your health. It's a very resourceful energy. It's very business savvy, stable. The Queen of Pentacles is secure within who she is. And I feel like because she has this big old face of makeup on, you see the white face, and then she's holding on to the pig. It feels like she's got a whole lot of love for something, but I feel like you don't have to You don't have to hold it all together in a sense. It feels like you can express yourself. You can share in your, or you want to share in some sort of good fortune. There could be some sort of news as well that comes in that you may want to kind of keep to yourself until you feel ready. And but I do feel with the mask, it's like you will be freed. There's something about a freeing of a cycle here. I'm going to get one more card for that. Spirit, tell me about the Queen of Pentacles, please, for Aquarius. Why is she showing up here? Okay. We have the Strength and the Fool showing up again with that 8. So I forget what month it was that we had all these, that 8 of Pentacles. We talked about the squid, and we have the Strength card, and we have the Fool. So there's a leap of faith here required. It's going to take some strength. Some of you could have an exam. You could have a test. There's some sort of results here. It's going to lead to a brand new beginning. Lead to a brand new beginning for you. So have the courage. Put your best face forward. That's what that could be here. Put your best face forward. That's why her white face is highlighted. I love that for you. All right, Aquarius, quarter 4. We have October, November, December. Is someone getting some body work done? I don't know if this is ink, if this is like liposuction or like a weight loss transformation. Someone could be getting even laser removal, or someone is getting like dreads or something with the body, I feel. Maybe there is some sort of reconstructing of, a body part as well. I feel like that's only going to resonate for a few of you, but if this is the year that you wanted some sort of body reconstructive work done, I feel like you'll be able to either have the finances to do it, or this will be the time, or if you've been on a list, or if you've been wanting. Yeah, it just feels like that's coming through for you. You have in the month here of October, you have the Body Talk card. This is self-love. It's exercise, mental health, body image, and chakra healing. So also, for those of you that are all natural, right? I feel like something you've been doing is working. It feels like there's a softening around like wrinkles, or if you've had either alopecia or thinning of the hair, there's something that you are doing, supplements or oils that you're rubbing into your scalp, or something that you're doing for the body here feels like it's working. Okay, it could be some exercise, some cardio, something you're doing on the body. It is working. And I feel like there is a recovery, because I keep getting like reconstructive energy, whether it's on the outside, whether it's on the inside. Let's take a look. Why is the Body Talk showing up here for Aquarius? Someone could even be getting like an augmentation here. Let's see. Hanged Man and Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been waiting for this. Like I said, this is something you've been contemplating, or it wasn't the right time, or you just felt very stuck in your body, or something around your image. We have the Ace of Pentacles. This is the start of a new life, right? It's the start of, a new journey when it comes to that connection with the body and even with the mind, because this is mental health. So I feel like your health is taking a really big turn here for the better. And there's a lot of self-love. You're able to see something from a new perspective, either physically or emotionally or spiritually, but there's definitely a new perspective coming in that is leaving you feeling really good. Someone could have had like knee surgery, or like shoulder or back. It feels like there is something with the body. I don't know if it's cosmetic. For some of you it could be, but for others of you, I feel like there was something that either you heal on your own, or there is help. Regardless of where you're at on that scale, I just feel like it's allowing you to live life again. It's allowing you to put on those dancing shoes symbolically and go out there on the dance floor and live and lead your life unencumbered here by whatever stuck energy that was holding you back. So I like this month. I feel like this is a breakthrough month for a lot of you, for health, for body image, for, loving yourself and allowing yourself to age gracefully as well, allowing those fine lines to soften a little bit more. Maybe they're still very much there, very much present, but I feel like you are looking at them from a new lens, from a lens of self-love. All right, let's look at November. We have here soul purpose. In the month of November, this is a deep spiritual month. I always like November energy just because I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, but Scorpio is deep. Scorpio can bring about the death energy of endings, representing new beginnings, right? Transformation. But I like that stuff, right? This is deep. This is direction. This is meaning. This is contemplation, and really taking a look at life in a deeper way. Spirit, wise soul purpose coming up in the month of November. What do we have for Aquarius? The Strength card again. It almost feels like you're sitting there looking out into the great abyss, maybe the ocean, maybe you're staring up at the stars this month, and you're saying, wow, have I lived a life? Wow, have I gone through, a lot? But here I am, the spark of divine living in this experience. It feels like you're really going deep. You could have some heart to hearts with people this month. I just feel like there's a very, I don't want to say cathartic, maybe a bit of nostalgia even. And there's the ending. There's that death energy of transformation, 10 of Swords as well. We have the Moon and the 10 of Pentacles. Yes, you're looking back on everything you've gone through. 10 of Swords, the endings that have taken place in your life. Maybe the people that are no longer in your life, whether they're gone emotionally or physically. I feel like there's a sense of gratitude. There's a sense of, wow, look how far again I've come. Look how courageous I've been. And I see that you're going deep with the Moon. This is subconscious energy. It's also about intuition and your dreams. Some of you, your dreams are out of this world. So you may want to write that down in your notes, dreams, November, because I feel like you're receiving messages, maybe even from loved ones who've crossed over. This could also be some of your dreams, you're envisioning them. You're dreaming about the future is what I see here as well. But there could also be some things from the past that are coming up because you have double tens. You've contemplated how far you've come, but look at where you are sitting now. Or this is an energy that you envision in your life is the 10 of Pentacles. The 10 of Pentacles is one of the good tens, right? It is bringing everything together. You know that puzzle that we were talking about earlier? And instead of feeling like you have all the puzzle pieces scattered out, this is the compilation. This is the puzzle all being put together and you being able to step back now and all of the pieces fit. They fit, they're all in the right spot, and there's a sense of accomplishment because you put your blood, sweat, and tears, your hours and your time and your commitment into that puzzle. And I feel like this is you stepping back in awe and in wonder and saying, wow, it was worth it. It was worth it. And in the month of December, you have a breakthrough month. This is, again, one of those highlighted months. I feel so far, again, May is standing out real strong. Yes, a little bit of January, but I feel like that's more internal. And then again, October, November's deep. That could be internal as well. And then December, big breakthrough. There's a lot of realizations here. There's a lot of victory, advancement. This is the moment of truth. This is the moment. This kind of is like the step back and look at how everything has come together in that puzzle. Let's see what this means. Breakthrough. Spirit, what does breakthrough mean for December 2025? I almost feel like there's a wish, there's a dream. Okay. There's the world. You started off with the world, right? You started off with the world in January and now you're ending in December with the world. So the world is a 1-year cycle. You remember I told you that you have the consistency, you have the dedication to follow through, to stay consistent to your goals and dreams. Whatever you set out, you're setting the tone for. This is confirmation that you've achieved it. Look at that. You have the 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands is one of my favorites. Look at Dorothy there. This is Dorothy's triumph. And you have, oh, wow, you have the Empress. No wonder this is a breakthrough month. 2 major arcanas and 2 of the best major arcanas. This is saying you did it. You did it, Aquarius. Whatever that you did it is, you are darn proud of yourself. There is abundance here. This is very fertile, very loving, very nurturing. This is a birth of a new cycle. This is, closing out of the old. It's basically a graduation, another graduation, an end of your year. And this is a good one. This is a graduation where you are graduating with honors. You're graduating with a 4.0 is what I'm getting here, because you've put in the work. You've put in that energy. You've worked hard to get to where you're at. And there's expansion here. You're putting yourself out into the world. I feel like there's enlightenment. There's victory. This is beautiful. It's been a long journey for you, but I do see you coming in strong, where when you look back on your 2025, it's going to make you proud. And you're going to be happy with the wins and successes. And you're going to be feeling good about how you've dealt with the challenge and how you've dealt with, any strengths that, remember, you have the strength card in March, any obstacles that you have faced in 2025, I feel like you're dealing with them through, preservation and determination and a reignited sense of bravery and courage within. Aquarius, that is what I have for your 2025. I'm loving this for you guys. If you enjoyed this, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to put this in your save later box. Come back to it, because there's always hidden gems that sometimes you don't always see until you're going through it or until it's passed. So feel free to come back to the reading, see how it's playing out for you. Thank you so much for tuning in, Aquarius. Lots of love.